Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 134th episode of Candid Conversations. Tonight, we're featuring the one and only City the Great. What's poppin', King?
Peace, King. Peace. How you?
I am well, feeling blessed. Just trying to shake some of the early week stress.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. I feel
yes.
you. Hey, we halfway
Mm-hmm.
there. We almost there. It's Wednesday. You know, what I mean, the weekend's coming up.
Yep,
But
yep,
for some of
yep.
us, that's 7 days. We work 7 days a week.
Yeah, it's true. It's very true. You're saying the weekend's coming up, and I'm just like that's corporate schedule, really. Like,
Yeah.
cause as an entertainer, when they stop working, we start.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah,
so
man.
true. So yeah, man, this weekend we got it's Black Rabbit, Exposed the North, and Culture Shock that present the Easter extravaganza here at Brownlee Avenue, or the Block Party Part 3, if you're keeping count.
Mhm.
it's gonna be it's gonna be fun. We got giveaways, we have raffles, we have food, we have fun, we have entertainment. We're getting the stage built. As a matter of fact, I gotta send a message to get that stage. Oh no, I sent the message about the stage already. Stage is getting built. We're setting the precedent. We're gonna have some fun out there. As soon as it warms up, yeah, we make
Nice,
noise. Yeah.
nice,
hmm
nice.
So I want to dive right into it after we thank MJ for connecting us.
Facts.
Before we get into the rest of it, usually I do this on the Terrell Effect because that's the show that's about the artists and their music and their concepts and everything. But with the way things are going, it's like, hey, we'll talk about what we talk about. The focus right
Mm-hmm.
now is on the Wordsmith album. Um, but before we get into that, give the people a little bit of background on where you're from and you know what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's your boy City the Great, East New York, Brooklyn. Certified Nation Entertainment CEO, artist under Special Ed, Sim Media. Um, yeah, man, I've been doing this for a long time, man. I've been a student of the culture since I was 9 years old. Well, even younger than that, but I started writing when I was 9 years old. Got introduced into the major studios at the age of 15. Um, it's been one heck of a journey. You know what I mean? It's been a long journey. You know what I mean?
Mm, mm-hmm. All right. Just double checking the notes here. So I
Mm-hmm.
gotta kind of especially mention. Um, Now you did a track with Ed and Cool Rockski.
Yep. Cool Rock Ski.
All right, all right, all right. Let's talk about that for a bit.
Yeah. So the first joint to touch on is the joint with me and Ed, which is Wall of Kings. So, and I know it's been years. People have been waiting to see me and Ed do a joint. With me being his artist. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
I felt like this. I felt like this selection was right for the both of us. Um, because for the fact that he's already established being an icon. You know what I mean? He's a legend. So when I think of a wall of kings, I think of like those who've left their mark in the culture, period. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So yeah, so I built it around that concept about for me on my journey as far as being that struggling artist, independently, uh, going through the politics of being a prospect for mainstream labels and things of that nature. So I just took it there and took it to where we are now, self ownership. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
it was definitely an honor, man. It was an honor to work with the king. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
like it was for Cool Rock Ski. For Cool Rock Ski, we wanted to create something that was uh, fun. You know what I'm saying? Something that was befitting to that bridge the gap. You know what I'm saying? When we did
Okay.
realigned, and that's why I say it. We did it for the culture, realigned with the vets. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a there's a gap. You know what I'm saying? There's a disconnect in
There's a
hip hop.
generation gap for sure.
Yeah, yeah, and there's a disconnect. You know what I'm saying? And unlike other genres where you look at rock and roll and everything else, and their legends are respected, but it seemed like for us, our legends aren't respected the way they should be. You
You
know what I'm
know what?
saying?
This is not the first. You are not the first person I've had this conversation with, and this is not the first time I've had this conversation on this show.
Yeah.
And that's why I continue to have this conversation, so that the legends in the game get the respect that they deserve, where, wherever possible. Because, like, how are you gonna say? It's like, how are you gonna act like you were the first person to do a layup? You know what I mean? You can't be the first person to do. You know what I mean? You telling me you the first person with that wordplay? Nah, bro. Like, there are people before you. You only know what wordplay
Mhm.
is because of the man before you. So how are you not gonna give credit where it's due? Like, I mean,
Exactly.
like I'd like to believe I honor, I preserve at least enough of the original or the integrity of hip hop as it was, so
Hmm.
that generations or people after me can see, okay, well, you know what, this is why they did that, or that's why they did this.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, me at 17 rapping, I'm talking about stupid shit that makes no sense and is basically irrelevant.
Yeah.
You're not getting anything out of a 17-year-old rapping unless they've had a hard life. And really, how hard can your life be at 17? Don't get me wrong, there have been some people had some hard lives at 17. Some hard
Hmm.
lives. And I'm not discrediting those, but the general consensus, I mean,
Yeah.
Matthew from the Valley, his life is not hard at 17.
Yeah.
Don't tell me about a gat. You don't even know what a fucking, you don't even know. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And that's what the problem is for me. Like, when people are rapping about things that aren't their actual lifestyle, and
Yeah.
then discrediting the people who actually lived that life
Hmm.
and had to overcome that struggle to get to where they were. Meanwhile, you got, like, you know what I mean? Like, I did not want for anything growing up.
Yeah.
Really, I didn't. I had a Super Nintendo. I had siblings. My parents were there. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't rich, but I
Yeah.
didn't want for nothing. You know what I mean? And my style of rapping kind of shows that, where I
Yeah.
know some people that are rapping in a way that is not who they are,
Yeah. They're outside of their truth.
outside of their truth. And
Yeah.
I had to just, nah, bro, I can't. Because if you keep rapping like that in my studio, that's gonna come to my studio.
Exactly.
I don't want that in my studio.
Yeah. That's why, for me, it's always been hip hop has always been therapeutic. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yes.
always been therapeutic for me. Not only that, but uh, I for one, I had some times coming up. You know what I mean? Losing my parents, everything else. All kinds of things. Indulgement in the streets. Getting away from that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
being who I am today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not looking back. But at the same token, what I try to display is, or represent is, yeah, I can, if I reference the lifestyle, it's always the message is veering you away from it. You know what I'm saying? It's
Hmm.
never a glorification. And you wouldn't hear me, I mean, the younger me, when I was involved in that nonsense. You know what I mean? I rap about whatever I was going through. It's always been a therapeutic thing. Like I said, I always
Yeah.
express myself through my music. So, um, as I got older, and grew up, I had other things to rap about. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to
Hmm.
rap about what I just seen down the street or what just happened down the, you know what I mean? Or all kinds of stuff like that. Or
Yeah.
whatever I, was going through. Now it's more of a, I can talk about experiences in life. Um, I like to do different intricate wordplay, you know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
that the listener can come back and get a different message each time they listen to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Each time you listen to something that I've created, I want it to be a different experience, like it was brand new. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
yeah, man, I agree 100%. A lot of people are just following trends and just can't be themselves. You know what I mean? As long as you're yourself, you're gonna shine, because that's
Yep.
the only authentic thing. That's the only originality. You know what I mean? And everyone who came in the game and was successful, it was because they were themselves. This is me. DMX, he was him. That was X. You catch him on
Andre
stage, on
3000.
camera, off camera, he's the same person. Andre 3000. All these people are themselves. So that reflects in their art. And
Yep.
that stands out from the rest. That's just like a sea of the same thing. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Yeah.
True. It's true. It's true. All right.
Yeah.
So let's give them a little taste of this album. I'm just gonna jump to a second track here. Just bump this for a minute.
Yeah. Look. Born is a threat, I've been a problem. Wordsmith reality, bitches painted with rhythm. Fresh out the gate, and this is what you gon' give them. Everything you got to your soul, lead the search spinning. Life on the bottom, she say I'm dirt driven. Ain't had the numbers, they wouldn't work with them. Now they eating crow for their Thanksgiving.
Damn.
Remember food for thought with no Thanksgiving? Life on the bottom, she say I'm dirt driven. Ain't had the numbers, they wouldn't work with them. Now they eating crow for their Thanksgiving.
Damn.
Remember food for thought with no Thanksgiving?
My dude says came from the bottom, say I'm dirt living. Didn't have the numbers, they wouldn't work with him. Now they eating crow for their Thanksgiving.
See right there is clear that the kid is just bugging. Cause I ain't get a prescription for the shit that I'm drugging. You can skip the Netflix, no we here for the fucking. Say the kids will love it. Only way to peek inside, the game is to gut it. And I ain't did that shit since you smoked out of Dutchess. But I'm back now, I ain't going nowhere. How dare you try and spar with the king? You don't understand what monsters he bring. He like a bar machine with a gauntlet to ring. The alphabet kill your dreams like Martin Luther King. Off him waiting in incubation, the boy smoke with no ventilation, innovative with innovations. That'll challenge any creative, the king is here. Send me the natives, the narrative changing. What a comparison, ain't it heinous? I ain't that famous, I'm semi-waiting with semi-patience. On my lap is a semi-sameless about to pump lead in all of these pages. Really?
I don't think y'all heard all of that, so I gotta.
Monsters he bring, he like a bar machine with a gauntlet to ring. The alphabet kill your dreams like Martin Luther King. Off him waiting in incubation, the boy smoke with no ventilation, innovative with innovations. That'll challenge any creative, the king is here. Send me the natives, the narrative changing. What a comparison, ain't it heinous? I ain't that famous, I'm semi-waiting with semi-patience. On my lap is a semi-sameless about to pump lead in all of these pages. Whoa. Reeling is penmanship, venomous sentiments, dealing verse imminence, killing these synonyms. Life is a pendulum, passion writing within, we flashing right to the end. I'm back and fighting to win, we're back to life from the end. Quarter continuing, I'm back in the game. Look at these Dracula fangs, we ain't reacting the same. How is this cast to explain? Feel like I'm acting deranged, maybe reaction to pain. That's why I black on the page, cut off half of the stage, where only one will remain. Yeah, only one will remain. Last man standing. Yeah, certified. Yeah, killer from syllable. I mean, nothing here subliminal. Yeah, Wordsmith.
Killer of syllables.
Time goes by. Heritage of royalty. We come from a royal bloodline. We wasn't only slaves. We come from a royal bloodline. Black man is king, black woman is queen. But we got struggles to go through before we get there. But we gonna get there. Pharmacy. Once was all a dream. Now you see my face on the wall of kings. On the wall of kings. Now you see my face on the wall of kings. This is royalty. On the wall of kings. Now you see my face on the wall of kings. Now you see my face on the wall of kings. Time's been at the bottom was just preparation, and no, I never lost focus on my destination. Imagine how many jewels in those crumbled pages. A timeless flow that was numb the agent. The feeling of an artist that was underrated. I was on a max 10 with 100 cages. But this ain't about battles in New York. We know casualties involved. See how every bar's evolved. See, I had to catch the charge. It was either that or star. So I carried it in palm with an attribute to harm, but I learned from it. When the heat hit the stove, I got burnt from it, but I returned from it. Feeling like I got it made and put my word on it. This is everything I dreamed, son, I worked for it. And ain't a price you could name I can earn for it. Sitting right where I belong, I deserve all this. Fact. Once is all a dream. Now you see my face on the wall of kings. Yeah. On the wall of kings. Now you see my face on the wall of kings. This is royalty. On the wall of kings. Now you see my face on the wall of kings. Now you see my face on the wall of kings.
Cause I conspire to inspire, like the fire. Lead my people out of oppression, depression, aggression. It's a lesson and a blessing. No weapon formed against me in any century. Homicidal burglars, genocidal murderers, animals and cannibals, cameras and manuals. Do it for the gram, then you do it for the zone. Do it to the man, now you never coming home. They call it a trap, but you jump right in it. I ain't seen you in a minute. Where you been at? Me, I just social distance, holding biscuits, molding misfits, soldiers from infants. Grown to overthrow the throne, we throw the stone. Let it be known, you was overthrown. Born ruler of all things. See me on the wall of kings.
Once is all a dream. Now you see my face on the wall of kings. On the wall of kings.
I got a call coming in. Give me a second.
This is royalty. On the wall of kings. Now you see my face on the wall of kings. Now you see my face on the wall of kings. Yeah. I lifted the monolith. Everything delivered astonishing. With rhymes, we the Ivy League of the colleges. You paying for your own death, features and dollar cent. I'm standing at the podium, feel like the town rap. Kill them on sound check. You could die slow with no heat. Considered a mile depth, a minute and mile left. This is not the shit for a child test. New York, New York, I'm lyrically our best. Get you the chicken, I'm more seasoned than our best. Why is it so hard to get these pigeons out of our nest? This competition follow their leader, then God bless. Hope you fit to speak up if we meet on your job set. Your mouth will get you fucked up for speaking out y'all next. A hard flex. Look at all these 4, 5s and 9s. My arsenal look like a card deck. My times now, give a fuck if it's y'all next. We reminded them, yes. We reminded them, yes. We reminded them, yes. We do this for the culture. We align with the best. Oh. We reminded them, yes. We reminded them, yes. We reminded them, yes. We do this for the culture. We align with the best.
I get physical, mystical, very artistical. Cool Rocky City, the great is all original. Why these young pups wanna get me all started up? Straight out of Brooklyn, man. Cool rocker. Hip hop used to be a form of art. Now the shit is just falling apart. How much drugs you sold? How many bottles you pop? How many guns you bust? How many girls you plucked? It's all redundant. Saw it, said it, done it, seen it, sold it. From day one, I watch it unfold it. I'm on a world tour with my certified fan. Get America saying, that's my jam. My throwback, I'm a living throwback. Yeah, DJ Bad, can you spin it back? You won't catch me in skinny pants, please. Buck Tim's, Yankees, fitted loose pair of jeans. City be the great, Cool Rock be the vet. Certified the nation, you're rocking with the best. Yes, yes, y'all. Party on the left, y'all. I only rock with the best, y'all.
All right. So,
Yes, sir.
man, look, I don't usually let my mind go so many different directions in one episode. That was something, man. Like I like it had like I'm not even calling it old school. It had a modern flair to it. The first one, like the Wall of Kings was like, okay, the first one was Wordsmith. Definitely deserving of the name. Definitely. Let me start there. Like for what it's worth, for my humble, my humble residence, the labyrinth, if you will, because there's something always changing in my studio. That's why I call it the labyrinth.
Yeah.
But I had to pull it back twice. Now, I don't usually do that. I'll pull it back once and let it run, even if I hear some hype. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I don't want people to hear the screech and the whatever. And sometimes I don't land it.
Yeah.
But for me to be able to pull it back twice and land it exactly where I wanted it to,
Yeah.
that means like bar for bar, wherever you land, it's continuity.
Yeah.
There's continuity throughout the thing, and like you can see where, okay, I left off here. If I go back a little bit more, I'll get that, but I can
Mm-hmm.
go from here and still get the point all the way over here, kind
Fact.
of thing. And then you just went off.
Yeah.
I can't even, like, my human brain can't hear the words, but my spirit feels this shit. My
Yeah.
spirit feels this. It's like, yeah, this is the kind of rap that I wanted to hear. This right here. I'll tell you this right now. Those 3 tracks right there are
Yeah.
part of the reason why I'm going on my 284th episode, because
Nice.
of music like that, not because of this industry standard. Like, this should be industry standard. This is
Yeah.
in the streets standard,
Yeah.
though. You know what I mean? That's what I see
Mm-hmm.
it as. And yeah, man, of course this has to be done. People have to do this because like I'm not hating on mans who create their own wave.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, for us as a culture to achieve the same successes as some of these other genres,
Yeah.
we have to respect our elders, our forefathers, our ancestors. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We have to look at why do we have conflicts with each other and fix those conflicts. We
Yeah.
have to we have to understand, okay, you know what? Nobody's perfect, but we can still work together to accomplish more.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? That was the purpose of, like, it took me 3 years on this project. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
Um, there was a lot involved mentally. Like, for instance, like, you might not know it. I always point this out, to people. Like, if you look at the cover of the Wordsmith, if you zoom in to those ashes, those are you'll see covers inside of those ashes, and those are all of my previous projects. That's all of those covers.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just like hidden little things like that. You know what I'm saying? And if you read the playlist, that's about, I think it's 3 bars. It'll all formulate 3 bars. It's a rhyme. You know what I mean?
Anagrams and hit encrypted messages, encryptions.
Yes.
That's what's up. Okay, well, I'll share this with you because a lot of people see me and they assume that I'm just some kind of, no, nobody assumes I'm a ghetto thug. I'm too nerdy for that shit. But like when they hear my name, they're like, oh, the
Mhm.
block. Divine achievements bring life's opportunity carrying knowledge. I'll say it
Mm,
again. Divine achievements bring life's opportunity carrying knowledge. Things happen to teach those willing to learn.
nice. Nice.
You know what I
I like
mean? It's
I
more
like
of an affirmation than an alias. Although I did get it for being in the middle of the hallway all of the time with my backpacks and shit and blocking the way. I
hmm
decided to make something more of it.
Yeah, that's heavy.
So
That's dope.
so how did you develop your moniker?
Uh as far as City the Great,
Yeah.
so initially, when I was younger, it was City, which had a totally different meaning at that time, because I had gone through names. Um, but when I ran by the name City, City stood for, like, at that time, criminal in the youth, you know what I mean, or
Okay.
whatever, just spicing it up as a young teenager, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, when we stepped into the digital space, right? Um, it was That's when I discovered there's more than one city. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I was fighting hard to figure out, like, yo, I need something to add on to it or something, but it has to reflect me, some part of me. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Mhm.
I had a song that I did. This was like 2009. And on the opening bar, I said, allow me to introduce you all, the city, the great, a legend in the making from the Empire State. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't take the name from that. I had a manager at the time that when we were on a call, on the call, he said, "I'm here representing my artist, City the Great." And that was my second time hearing it, besides the time when I said it in a rhyme. And I was like, you know what? That's it. You know what I'm saying? Because like I take this hip hop this craft seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like day in and day out, there's not a day where I'm not practicing this craft in some form or fashion, whether I'm just freestyling or whatever, playing with different cadences and deliveries and writing. I write every day. You know what I mean? I record like I'm a studio rat. I have the studio in my house, so therefore, I have a catalog of over like I don't know hundreds of songs that haven't even been released. You know what I mean? So, and the only way to be able to excel in this, I feel like, is to keep trying to get better by practicing, just like an athlete. You know what I'm saying? So after every project, I sit back and I dissect my projects and I look at, all right, what I could have did better, what I would like to hear different. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature, and I implement that. You know what I mean? So I look for greatness. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's pretty much in a nutshell where the whole City the Great comes from and what it means. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's dope. It's dope. Oh man, I'm sitting here like, okay. So here's a question: what genre of music have you not tried that you'd like to that no one would expect you to?
That I haven't tried to create in the space in.
Yes. Yeah.
Shoot, that I would like to. Man,
Yeah.
all things real. There's not a genre. I wouldn't say. All right, I wouldn't mind songwriting. For R&B or uh,
Okay.
even a rock, alternative rock, not like not none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But yeah, like something like that. Like I would say R&B, but as a songwriter, not with me. I can't sing unless I'm in the shower. I'm Luther Vandross. But you
Okay.
know, that's definitely a genre that I wouldn't mind writing for, which I know I can. You know what I mean? As being a writer, I've written things of that format, but I haven't gotten to hand it to an actual singer to sing it. You know what I mean?
Okay. Um. Interesting. Interesting. 'Cause I'm working with a singer who needs some songs.
Mm,
Yeah. And I mean, I can write songs too. I've written albums for artists before. It's just
yeah.
you. I like when artists can write their own stuff.
Yeah.
It's like no disrespect to anybody who has to get a ghostwriter
Hmm.
or you know take trick shots after someone else does. But that's a running joke. That's a running joke on the podcast.
Yeah.
Long story short, I was invited to shoot from half court for my local basketball team's game.
Okay.
I missed the shot. I went to my gym the next day, shot backwards from half court. I hit the shot. I put it on Facebook. I tagged our favorite Canadian celebrity because, like, we do have other celebrities aside from Drake, just for the record. But like
I was
y'all just
about to say Drake.
yeah.
I was about
That's
to say
why I
that.
said it. That's why I said it. It's either Drake or Bieber. Oh man, y'all stole Jim Carrey from us. Um,
I still got Tory Lanez.
yeah, Tory's tearing it up still. We got a few people up here, man. Like Rochester's doing his thing. Private name, private number.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a bunch of people doing their thing up here. It's just you know on the full
Yeah.
scale, he's got the marketing push. He's got the machine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's another one of those things. He's doing it right. So many people are hating on him, and it's just like that hate is just fueling his machine.
Yeah.
He's not acknowledging your hate. He's just going on and continuing his greatness. So,
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
It's
a
free
fact.
promotion.
So,
Free promotion.
basically,
I never mind haters. Like, that's
yeah.
free
Like,
promotion.
oh,
They're gonna make people, whenever people hear "don't listen to" or "don't do," it's garbage or whatever. People are gonna go look at it. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? People are gonna
Why is
go
it
in.
garbage?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we're at the halfway point of the show. Well, depending on how much time you got left. And usually this is where I flip the script. And when I flip the script, I give the guest the opportunity to ask me a few questions.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I get to be the host for a minute.
Yes, sir.
All right. So what made you decide to get into podcasting?
Okay. Oh, man, that's a good question. I have always tried to be ahead of the curve.
Okay.
Before there was URL, there was letsbeef.com. I was a beta tester for letsbeef.com. When after working with them for a few years, I went on to school to do multimedia production or to study multimedia production.
Mm-hmm.
And after I finished that course, the owner of the website came back to me and said he wanted me to start a podcast for the website. I did that for about 2 years, promoting like the better part of 160,000 plus artists. And then I decided I wanted to do one for myself, but I wasn't exactly sure what to do.
Yeah.
I wanted to incorporate the same like a similar formula, but I wanted something different. And then I'll fast forward through about a year and a half of an issue with me and my governing politicians. I basically said to my, I think it's the equivalent to your senator,
Mm-hmm.
because you what is it, mayor, senator, governor, right?
Mayor, governor.
Mayor, governor, senator.
Yeah.
Okay, so I said the equivalent of your governor. If the senator doesn't do his job, no, actually, it was our prime minister. Basically, I told our premier that if our prime minister didn't start doing his job properly, because I was going through the shits, bro, like the shits. So I said, if he doesn't switch one of these major things in my life, he's gone.
Yeah.
You can't say that, they said. I said, okay. I said, I'm gonna tell you this. If he doesn't finish it by the Pan Am Games, he's going to resign. So fast forward through the election and everything. I started a war on capitalism. I hashtagged him and everything. I tagged him in everything that went wrong with any dollar I spent that wasn't that I didn't get a return on. Tag war on capitalism. Drag this guy through the fucking waters, the murkiest waters. I dragged this guy's name through. And then he ended up losing his position. Like everybody saw that he wasn't the greatest person for his job, but once they realized that someone was willing to actually speak to it so vehemently, he lost his credentials. So I called back the premier's office, and they're like, "Wow, I guess he really did feel the Terrell effect." I was like, yeah, he did. And that's when I started the podcast. And it's been running for the last 5 going on 6 years.
Nice.
Every week. There's been weddings, funerals, and I still haven't missed it. Yeah.
That's I got another question. Top 5. Dead or alive. Top 5.
Top 5 dead or alive. Okay. Give me a second, because I'm gonna give you the 5, but it's not your commercial corporate 5.
Nah, it's just got to be your five. You know what I mean?
My five, okay. Like, and I don't even have a particular order, but if I were to have to order them, fuck, man, I'd say from 5 to 1. Ooh.
And it doesn't have to be in order. It's just, you know,
Okay, then I can't put it in order because they're too different. They're too diverse. I'm
yeah.
looking at Rakim,
Okay.
Andre 3000,
Okay.
believe it or not, DMX.
What do you mean, believe it or not, man?
Because a lot of people don't give the man the credit. Busta Rhymes and Method Man.
mm, that's an interesting one. That's a very interesting one.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. Because Method Man, yo, Regin, I don't know what I was doing. I was going through Facebook one time and they're like, yo, Meth still got it. I'm like, Meth never lost it. But let me hear what
Yeah.
you're talking about. I put that on and I was just like, yo. But because
Yeah.
he's so real, you know what I mean? They're not gonna push it because he won't stray from his what he's true to.
Yeah.
They're not gonna give him the credit he deserves, but he's nasty.
Yeah. He is. He comes from that was an era where you had to be prepared and you had to be a beast. If you was a signed artist, you was dope. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like when I was a teenager, we had a situation with Sony. It was a group situation. Me, myself, and one other person. You know what I mean? And the group was called MIA, Militant Industry Action. Right?
Okay.
Um, we cut. We had to cut a studio demo and everything else, do a portfolio. Unfortunately, the teammate got caught up in a lot of legal stuff, and so obviously, he couldn't. It was over. You know what I mean? I tried to revisit, what I'm saying, the situation as a solo artist, but that was at a time where they weren't looking for a solo artist. Everyone was on this group situation. You know what I mean? Being
Yep.
groups. You know what I mean? You had Mob Deep, you had Capone and Noriega, you had all these different, you know what I'm saying? All these
Yeah,
groups
yeah, yeah.
coming out, Terror Squad, like it was groups, you know what I mean? So
Mm.
uh yeah, so that didn't work out or whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was an era where you had to be nice. Like there wasn't no um pay your way to the top. There wasn't no uh you know, copying the
Right.
next artist. Like, oh, if I sound like him, then I can get on. You know what I'm saying? It was none of that. That was
Yeah.
frowned upon. And A&Rs was looking for skill and
Rigid
something
money.
different. They was looking for that wow factor. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. Oh my goodness. All right. So, um I was gonna say something. All right. Um you have another mixtape here. Respectfully yours.
Yeah, I dropped that actually. So I dropped both of them the same day. The Wordsmith and Respectfully Yours. They go hand in hand. So
Okay.
when you see me writing on the cover of the Wordsmith, and if you look at the cover of Respectfully Yours, that's the pad I was writing on. And then you get to see the
Oh,
ashes that's laid down, which you see more of the cover. You know what I mean? The other covers from the past. And you see the pen sitting there. And it can be viewed in either direction. Respectfully yours, the wordsmith, or the wordsmith, respectfully yours. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
And yeah, I did that with my DJ Bad. You know what I'm saying? That's our that's probably like our seventh or eighth mixtape. You know what I'm saying? Together or whatever. But
Or
yeah, so
whatever he says. Like some people haven't even made 7 or 8 songs in a 10-year career, bruh. Like
yeah.
7 or 8 mixtapes, and I saw that. Let me give you the count on this mixtape. Okay, there's 8 tracks on this mixtape. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's. I'm sure these are all quality. I'm gonna pick Locked and Loaded. Fuck it. We're gonna pick this one. We're gonna play. It's locked and loaded. Here we go. I'm in this kind of mood, anyways.
Yeah, pump that up a little bit.
Did I go? I let it go. Did I go? I let it go. Did I go? I let it go. Did I go? Okay, I'm reloaded. Okay, I'm reloaded. Y'all really wanna play? We can get busy like Broadway. Y'all really wanna play? I'm locked and loaded. 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 Can't help but go hard on them, go no holds barred on them. When I lay these bars on them, I can better pray that God win them, might cut them in two. Cause even the odds on them, the city is y'all problem. Whoa. Try to be cool, but I can't. Shorty got a pool in the pants. Different type of move when I dance. Loaded. Can't help but go hard on them. Go no holds barred on them. When I lay these bars on them, I can better pray that God win them. Might go hard on them. Go no holds barred on them. When I lay these bars on them, I can better pray that God win them. Might cut them in two. Cause even the odds on them, the city is y'all problem. Whoa. Try to be cool, but I can't. Shorty got a pool in the pants. Different type of move when I dance. We can make a movie in dance. Beef is deadly advance. Might use your head off for chance. You can get dead off for glance. The city that never sleeps. Forever beast. We can forever beef. Trust me, you'll never eat. Quiet, you better be. Especially come to me. Or anybody on my team. Crown me, call me king. You ready to rumble ding. Treasure whatever the huddle bring. Body whoever the jungle bring. Whoa. Okay. I'm reloaded. Okay. I'm reloaded. Y'all really wanna play? We can get busy like Broadway. Y'all really wanna play? I'm locked and loaded. I'm locked and loaded.
That's all I gotta be this weekend.
I'm locked and loaded.
I mean, I gotta be locked and loaded. I gotta be ready to just, cause someone's gonna ask me if I freestyle, guaranteed.
Holy water for the devil is on. Only God can judge the level I'm on. Lord have mercy on, step on my lawn. Lord have mercy, I'm letting no bomb. Anybody get it, even your moms. The city become wetting these pussies with spit in my palm. King Kong, sleep on, be gone. Sleep is the cousin of death. Believe me, I'll bust it till nothing is left to come in the flesh. Life is too short to be rushing to death. Why is you flexing and huffing your breath? Lyrically nice with it, you not in my side fitted. Shorter than 9 digits, a hustler's mind, frigid, get it? Yeah. A hustler's mind, frigid, get it? Yeah. We reloaded out. Yeah. We reloaded out. We reloaded out. Certified, check the tag. Yeah. Okay. I'm
Reloaded.
Yep.
We got some nice features on there too. Got of course my team Certified Nation. And I got a joint with King Crook, you know what I mean, Crooked Eye. That's the last song on there.
Why didn't you say so?
Hey man, I'll let you scout.
This is no place for humility, bro. This is where you come to brag about your stuff and it's respected.
Hey, listen,
I think we should try this again on the Terrell Effect and then play more of your music because I like what's going on here. I like what you're doing. I'm feeling it. Like I said, for what it's worth, north of the border, like, yeah, I'm going to make sure I add City the Great to the rotation because, like I said, man, I got like 30 gigabytes of music.
Yeah.
And this is some of the freshest shit I've heard. So,
have you by chance, since you got it loaded up, on the Wordsmith, since you like bars, you need to check out the song "Damn," right? That's with me and Mickey Fax.
Damn. All right, I'll load that up after Work Too Hard. Now you got to tell me, do I have to clear a space around me? I get animated, I'll say, when the music's hype. Like the music, like I'm glad you're not a soca artist because
I
need a woman. I need a woman here. What? Oh
I got a
shit!
song called Day One. You know what I mean?
Listen. I'm gonna have to call a lady friend over or something if I play your soca music. I can't get on bad by myself.
Yeah, I got a joint called Day One.
Day
That'll
one,
give you
okay.
that vibe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got we got an array of versatility. Um, you know what I'm saying? Just like the camp. You know what I mean? The whole certified team. Um, talking about like some top tier lyricists. You know what I'm saying? We got a female artist, Honey Stacks,
Yeah.
Monster. We got Aka Hendrix, Pen Game Classic, James Taylor. It's Only Right, and then we got our youngest member is LD4L. You know what I mean? And that's actually my little cousin. He's the youngest
Okay.
artist. And he's nobody in his age group is spitting like him at all.
Ah,
You know what I'm saying? So
okay, okay.
it's an interesting array of artists, and everyone's different. You know what I'm saying? Everyone is different. Everybody is themselves and have their own personalities and own type of music. You know what I'm saying? We all did a joint together on it. That's what I ended off the Wordsmith album with Certified Over Everything, and that's with the whole camp.
Okay.
Except for LD wasn't part of the camp at the time when that was created, but you know, for the most part, it's the rest of the team.
Okay, okay. Let's get this work too hard in, because that's how I feel like I'm doing right now.
Yeah,
Not right
yo,
now. Right now I'm enjoying shit. But you know what I mean? Like this week. And it's only Wednesday. I've
but
been
this
going ham.
I dedicate this to all the rappers out there that's better than the rappers that's on right now. I know it's hard. Hold up.
Cause I work too hard, can you put me on the game? Is everything I'm doing in vain? They gon' know my name. They gon' know my name. They gon' know my name. My name. They gon' know my name. Cause I work too hard.
I know you wanna make it to the tip top, but it's difficult to get it in hip hop. So you side hustle, bag it in a ziplock, cause you're too lyrical to go viral on TikTok. Under the radar. Every time your shit drop, cause they listening to kids bop, and you like, oh, nah, dog. Y'all really think that shit's hot? How many spitters the top 10 got? Pin drop. Silence of the lamb is too many sheep, Why you reaching for your dreams? It's too many sleep when you in it deep, so you gotta keep going through the pain and the failure. You gotta keep going. Let me tell you what this shit is about. This rap biz is a math quiz, figure it out. Bigger the problem you solve, the bigger your house, bigger the checks and six-figure amounts hit your accounts. Counts. If music is your real occupation, this ain't no rap, homie. This is a consultation, a business conversation about your operation. I see the fight you're chasing like Rock Nation. What if you never meet Jay? What if you never meet Dre? You better be ready and never overweight to take chances. Then your chances can never be slim. I want you to make
Can
it.
you put me on the game? Is everything I'm doing in vain? They gon' know my name. They gon' know my name. They gon' know my name. My name. They gon' know my name.
I want you to make it.
Cause I work too hard. Can you put me on the game? Is everything I'm doing in vain? They gon' know my name. They gon' know my name. They gon' know my name. My name. They gon' know my name.
DJ Bad. Exclusive.
Cause I work too hard.
Those jewels I gotta rock and appreciate. Lyrical, all they do is appreciate. Being true to you is hard when you ain't getting cake. But when you versatile, even then you getting hate. I mean, it pin your back against the wall to get a plate. Been a couple of days since I really ate. But shit, when you on the grind, the sacrifice you make. I put my life on the line, that's the risk you take. My uncle said what you survive is what makes you great. Had to exercise my mind to get my mental straight. Create a legacy for my kids to take. On to another plateau. First time performance, stumbled at the rap show, but practice makes perfect, don't it? But it won't amount to shit if your nerves are showing. I became a time bomb, that's my word, I'm blowing.
Can you put me on the game? Is everything I'm doing in vain? They gon' know my name. They gon' know my name. They gon' know my name. My name. They gon' know my name.
Cause I work too hard. When you put me on the game, is everything I'm doing in vain? They gon' know my name. They gon' know my name.
That's my word. That's my word.
They gon' know my name. My name. They gon' know my name.
Yo, Mick, man, I think they forgot what we do. You know what I'm saying? It's New York City. This is hip hop, man. And we some of the illest bar spitters in the game. Come on, man. Allow me to turn the page and read my thesis. Beyond the walls of intelligence, my brain is genius. Moms gave a gift to the world like baby Jesus. Here's a bundle, deal with these bars, you get the reaper. Thinking of MC time, walking your orchard fetus. That's all before the war's defeated. Hail Mary, better call the preacher. Holy water combined with ether. Let them cross all cross speakers. On the highway to heaven, caught jungle fever. Talking scripture like I'm the last disciple who hung with Peter. Nice heater, stay down the barrel. That's who gun is sweeter. And I call this shit a mean cause. That's an reacher. Why I try to race the king of the jungle who won't retreat it. Surrounded by apes on the branches who'll love to meet you. Whether taxi cab or marathon, we run the meters, epileptic bars, one sight, your tongue is seizure. Way that we handle this work, who wouldn't love to be a certified work in this group? You need more than clean. A Rubik's Cube's complexity defines my DNA. All you see is collateral damage on an even trade. We on the same side, that explains the tilt the stage. Yeah, man, this is hip hop. Don't ever question what we does, man. This is a ball fest.
Yo, Mick, talk to him, man.
It's the Neil deGrasse Tyson with the writing. A titan who be ciphering with the nicest. The lines hit like it's in your sinus. The line takes away what your mind gets. Similar to minus. Isn't that a line? This lyrical assignment you reciting is similar to actors who's reading from a flight script. Meaning that you memorize the line with your mind in the time glitch. So the line hits like a fine stitch from a seamstress, a doctor trying to improve your health. You wanna do it on your own, well, suit yourself. The music helps how your pupils felt to the wealth for your eyes because they the students who ain't used to stealth. Keep your money secret, not on Gucci belts. When you break this verse down, your medulla melts. I'm with City the Great, you know Mickey and Nace. Now break the line down quick as a race. Fast.
Yeah. Oh, y'all thought we wasn't gonna show up.
Oh, you gonna go take it here?
I'm taking it here.
Okay.
One reason only.
The mantra for Expose the North is we go there and beyond. You brought us there, so we going beyond.
Nice.
What's a goon to a goblin? And what's a goblin to one of God's men? My guess, just something to digest. Mic check, I ain't even get hype check. Can't see me, job roll and fry fest. Music and merch check to all my outlets. Been putting in work, not the one to be doubted. Bet they revert when they see that I sprouted. Suckers won't last, y'all pay for that spot. I really rub shoulders on the crowd that I got. No matter location, no fucking the spots. Stage killer right. I'm something to watch. I am something to not. Standing with the bars, how I come up the top. Thought I was done, came from under that rock. Now the view's more clearer. Say it with your chest, little nigga. I can't hear you. The man in the mirror, the only man that I fear, bro. Hear what? Dedicate, I need one with no days off with greatness. The destination is solely just for on detonation. My delegation, recognition for recreation. Certified nation to my resignation. I'm all in my bag and I ain't lose Nathan. It was written, I'm alive for greatness. Right.
Oh yeah, that's just the start. That's just the start. Yeah, this one fully loaded. Thanks to lyrical rap.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Gotta let it go though. Gotta let it go. Don't change. Talk to it.
I'm from the Bronx. The only challenge was to stay alive. Try make it to 16 without doing 25. Make 25 before being carried by 6. Ducking 12. Life is like playing Sudoku in hell when you in the mix. High fire, you die a long time before you try and snitch. You die poking your chest out. You know the X route. They seen you come in the spot but can't recall what you left out. Quiet, nigga, the F out. You see K's, niggas stretch the up out. How we was raised, niggas trained to dumb out. High grades only meant that the blunt loud. Hey, I'm so boogie, no hoodie when I be stepping out. Yankee hat blade in the cup of my fitted on my tongue loud. My man tucking that whole well. We came in peace, but with the piece in case if it go down. Captain case, but still low trial. No smiles, no snitching either. I do my dirt all by my loan. So that's exactly the way I plan to go down. Not everybody living by the code. They blinded by the riches. They living what they don't know. Stop it. But what good is all of that dough if after every show you still in the red and you owe? Off niggas trying to front when the triggers head taps. Lace your bitch front when I clip them. Then his head wraps like Hindu chicks that a guy in knees. Lying flat with the line flat. Check the irony. Nigga, I'm from Boogie Down Baghdad with niggas snuffed that be dash for wearing dad hats. And handle any problem as it come. You can look and tell where a nigga from. We on run, nigga.
Hey yo, guess who's back? I'd rather count a million while you suck on my stats. Did it stats? I bet I hop on this track. They asking for your girl bars, be like crack. Put it crack. I'm living for that paper. Y'all my sons, I don't raise. I'm motivating for the haters. Fitty fat. I say goodbye, call me later. I'm too busy getting paper. I spit heat, call them lasers. I'ma spit it for my team. I'ma say what I mean. Certified it was a dream. Let me say it one last time. I'ma stay on my grind. So much money on my mind. A true heartbreaker. No one can save ya. That swag that I'm caked up. Birthday gods like it's seeming while I'm bodied by a demon. So don't ask me what's the reason. What's the reason? Mother game, now that's deep. Catch a nigga while he sleep, cause I'm hungry, need to eat. What's too cold in the crib? Heat the stove for the kid. That's the way that I live, cause I'm lyrical bullets to your chest. Watch you take your last breath. Nothing more, nothing less, nigga. I'm the clock in your blood, to your brain. Pull a plug, show no love, flat line, nigga.
Yeah.
Certified over everything.
Yeah.
You know why? Knew I was coming.
All right. Just gives me that Rough Riders vibe, that Wu-Tang kick.
What is the topic about? Boss, we can lock in. Guess we'll see how
Almost like that Dipset, that Dipset energy.
It's amazing how these words work wonders. Had to fall just to learn when to spring back to murk summers. And summon butterflies with the words hunger. How dare you drip around the guys who thirst comers. Pocket capacity of a mathlete. For the right number, they'll throw the warrior anatomy. Stupid. Should've came with a better strategy. They brought me with subliminal analogy. Ain't a new era out here fitted, that's a cap for me. What? In the belly, the beast cavity. Feels like a certain streaming service owe a plaque to me. I've been on quarantine before the quarantine. 21 and 3 with an ox on the handle. When 1200 hit, I'ma blow out his candle. Her shoes want the gas and smoke. I'm on my 8-off kick. Got me playing in the club on some playoff shit. Preoccupying killing this with the mind of Einstein villainous. Welcome to the pilgrimage. Lego ain't built for this. When the camera's rolling, it's hard to see who reeling is. Feeling this, gorilla-ness, adrenaline, no riddling minds till fucked over. Predator for prey till a hunt's over. No edit on the one sober. Drunk in love with a gun sober. One soldier who shrugs shoulders to build traps in the stuff.
Funny thing is, this is where it in though. Try and copy this, I get you sinful. My pink game way too classic. I got a fully loaded chamber in this bitch, bro. God of my city, it's only right I burn y'all. I just might do it with grace. Stack the whole bar. RP to bro Sean. About to get active like Samantha K. When you bash and make sure you capture that old law. Certified with my red flag, I'm like Russia. Don't care about your man Wade, I might brush him. Ain't been a violator this raw since like Buster. I can Henderson the flush, motherfucker. Certified, way before I dealt with the nation, I would burn a guy. That's just how I dealt with the hating and what world would I ever fix my gift or a blessing? I see niggas still learning your lessons. Quick question. You ever seen a force of heat from a scorching piece of lead pitching midsection? Or the chemicals that release inside that six-pack you work on bleach your intestines? You're leaking your essence. You wanna rush to feel the presence of Satan? These last days on this earth, so murk you I will with no hesitation. No, my platoon make them things go bang and we'll push shanks and you like them bulls in Spain. And I'm a warrior, swords that swing across his frame. There's blood sweating, boy, that's game, man. Ain't no back to the future. Niggas shoot you and you will see your life flash before your eyes. These are last thoughts of a dying man. Only if you see the gun flash before he dies, man. Bang. Certainly certified on everything. Hope you get a wonderful roster. I love the Berry teams. City told me send them to heaven or give them hell to pay. They told me that they wanted a killer. I gave them Leatherface. Bitch. Man.
We ain't done. Class
certified, rapping about shit that you never did, never saw. From the murder mitten, I'm gripping with lion nose claw. Your flow weak, can't suck out a straw. On the forefront with more blunts, luxury cars. I'm tired of your Pyrex rapping, most of you capping. Probably think it's cool to snitch over songs until they slap them with time. You ain't heard? I'm marvelous, a third, related to excellence and superb. We undisturbed, unblemished. While you sit back, giving your fake opinions, we outer limits, mixing thoughts like a chemist. I reincarnate this L, make you niggas relive it. On this court, we taking charges. You see us, you better pivot. Your shit on yourself. Better keep the tech on the shelf for sustainable wealth. Trying to keep a notch on my belt. I'm hard to get along with. Imagine on the song with everything I cook, wrap it up, cause it's a pure brick. Wolves come out when they hungry, you like a cheese stick. Not enough to feast on piss and
This is a cipher, bro. This is a cipher for sure.
Last album like a portrait hanging up in the gallery while you stuck up on this label. Ain't paying a salary, don't flatter me. Got my whole team right for the strategy. Got us pulling off your top, trying to get to his cavity. Classic.
Woo! Them boys cook. Certified week.
We're gonna have a coloring contest this Saturday for the kids.
Cook. Yeah.
So, you know, gotta print those coloring pages. That's what you're hearing going on in the background.
Fuck with us.
Hey.
Yeah, I told you the team is the team is a nice ensemble.
Diverse, sharp.
Yeah.
Just you're right. Everyone has their own. That one dude though, like he started all calm and got all Kirk Franklin meets DMX on us, like melodies, but like anger. What up?
Yeah. That's Aka Hendrix.
Aka Hendrix. Like, I mean, if you want to bring the whole team on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, or one at a time, however you want to work it. Like, we're here to, like, New York's the north part of America, and we're here to expose the north. I mean, the moniker gets deeper than that, but you know what I mean? It still works in your favor.
You want to know what's crazy is, so like, Aka Hendrix, he's from Baltimore.
Okay.
Pin Game Classic, which is the last one. He's from Michigan, but you know, he's out Midwest right now in Kentucky.
Okay.
But you know, everybody else, the rest of the team, for the most part, the rest of the team is New Yorkers. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But yeah, man, yeah. I mean, listen, I have the management, Samantha Lavelle, you know, reach out and we could definitely line that up. You know what I'm saying? That'd be great.
Yeah.
We greatly appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
You could always direct, you know what I mean? In future, like the site, the interview stays up online on YouTube. Right. So, you know what I mean? So it's there for reference and things of that nature. The Terrell Effect is on Saturdays, and we would have gone through the whole thing, but wanted to get the artist behind the art for today and kind of, you know what I mean, touch base with that. Man, you got a serious body of work here, and you're definitely, and I'm taking a line from a title, you're definitely applying pressure. You're definitely applying pressure. It's like if they weren't working hard before, they definitely got to be now, because this is the kind of stuff that, you know what I mean, this is the kind of work, this is the body of work that just shows experience and diligence. So, you know what I mean? Keep your head strong and keep doing what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm quietly working on some more. Right now I'm doing features, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just excited to watch the rest of the family, my brothers, you know, and our sister release this year. So, you know, it's a lot of work coming this year. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'll run two names by you. And anybody that I didn't mention, don't take offense. It's just these two names are the first two names, actually three names by you. if you're looking for something reggae oriented, Lushy Bantan.
Okay.
If you're in the hip hop realm of things, there's either Johnny Armani or Private Name, Private Number.
Okay.
Yeah. For beats, there's DK Lonely. Again, just to get some of the northern flair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who else? I know a couple of people. El Jefe, Corey Faith. I do both, make beats and rap too. So you know what I mean. There's a whole network of people up here that would greatly benefit from a collaboration with you. So
yeah,
you know what I mean. So making sure it works both ways. You know.
Yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
I'm all about building. Iron sharpens iron. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, is there anyone you want to shout out?
Oh yes, definitely. You know what I mean? Definitely got to shout you out and your platform. You know what I'm saying? It's platforms like this that allows the artists to have a voice. You know what I'm saying? And tell their story. You know what I'm saying? So definitely major shout out to you and the whole just everything you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Everything you're doing.
Appreciate it.
Definitely got to shout out my certified family. You know what I'm saying? Got to shout out Cool Rock Ski, Samantha Lavelle, who also handles the whole team's management. It's only right. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Write Your Own History. Look for that clothing line. It's more than clothes. You know what I mean? It's a lifestyle. Write your own history, or someone else will write it for you. J Law, Aka Hendrix. You know what I'm saying? Honey Stacks, Pen Game Classic, LD4L, James Teller with that hot single out right now, Good Riddance. You know what I mean? Yeah, King Bash. That's our engineer. You know what I'm saying? He's from Jordan. Ran studios in Dubai now. He's in the US now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Bishop Burns. You know what I mean? Shout out to the whole certified Nation Entertainment family. Got to give a major shout out to my big bro and mentor, Special Ed. You know what I mean? Shout out to MJ for bringing us together. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah, man. And shout out to all the artists out there keeping it true to the culture. You know what I mean? And in fact, July 23rd at Gershwin Park in Brooklyn, New York, we're gonna have the second annual hip hop and the second annual hip hop and R&B classic cookout. You know what I'm saying? And that's ran by Cool Rock Ski, Venus Mizell. Sponsors is Dana White from UFC. But it's something for the community that we're doing every year. So of course, the Certified Nation team is involved. Free food for the community, and nothing but legends. You know, we're gonna be giving flowers to the legends as well as more acts, current acts. You know what I'm saying? Come out, have a good time, and mingle with the legends. You know what I'm saying? And mingle with some of your favorite artists. You don't know who's gonna be in the building, but it's something for the community that we're doing every year, and everyone's invited. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, man, and look for look for more work. You know what I'm saying? I'm easily accessible. I could be found on all social media platforms, as the name in the back says, City the Great. I follow back. I'm very active and engaging with my audience. For features and everything else, reach out to Samantha Lavelle. All of that info is in my bios. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's pretty much it, man. Pretty much it.
Right.
Oh, most of all, well, I was told, not to do this all the time, but I got to give a shout out to my wife, the queen. You know what I mean? Without her, I wouldn't have this lab that you see sitting here. You know what I mean? She actually, this was actually a gift.
Nice.
Put together for me. And she's been very supportive of everything I've done. Definitely has been my rock and keeping me going, and carrying on. So I definitely got to give a shout out to her and my kids. You know what I'm saying? But likes it or not.
right. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah.
Facts.
All right. That's solid, bro. That's solid. Do I have it?
Yes,
I
sir.
have it right here, bam. Oh man. I gotta put up this post. I gotta actually make a post for Instagram, but it's just like I'll just crop the one I have, and hopefully, it makes enough sense for people to understand. That being said, it has been an honor, a pleasure, and a privilege to host you for the 134th episode of Candid Conversations.
Thank
If you
you.
type in hashtag Candid Conversations EP period 134, you will be able to pull up your interview and repost or share the link or what have you. I just added you on both Facebook, but I'm gonna end the stream, but I'm gonna ask that you stay online for a
Okay.
minute so I can make a proposal. I have a
Huh.
suggestion that I think might actually work for both of our favors.
All right.
Okay. All right. So for the rest of y'all, you don't get to see no more. Bye. Bless up.
Peace.
Block out.